Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all coming up in here. Hope everybody can hear me. Hope the sound quality is good. See, we got a couple of people in here right now. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna give it a few minutes before we get into this show. Let some of the other folks hop on in. Let's see. I see sports expert. You know what I mean? He made a post in here. What's going on, sports expert? Visit. What's going on? Harrison Jolly. What's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. While we wait, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the top on this fantastic Yingling lager. Wet my whistle a little bit. Irish NY Sports, what's going on? What's going on, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. Got a few topics we're gonna cover today. I look forward to interacting with y'all, man. I've been actually looking forward to this all day long. I've been looking forward to getting on here and interacting with y'all, man. So I appreciate those who are here. We're gonna get a few more minutes, get a couple more people in here, and we're gonna kick this bad boy off. Hey, in the comment section, let me know if the sound quality is good, if you can hear me well. Want to make sure everything is good. See a couple more people popping in. Looks like the viewer count is going up. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that's in here right now. I'm gonna keep saying that all night. All right, yeah, all right, cool. Got a loud and clear. That's good. when you gonna destroy Kenneth the Mochaccino in the argument again? That's funny. Probably not anytime soon, man. I went real hard on Mochaccino the other night, and I pissed him off. I pissed him off pretty bad. So I'm gonna leave him alone for a little bit. I gotta figure out. Like the delay here, man. There's a little bit of delay. Where's Tanner at? Tanner's on his way, man. He already said he's gonna be here tonight. He said he's gonna hop in the comments, so he'll be here. I can't wait for Bigger Mike to get here and get flamed. You know what? I hope Bigger Mike shows up tonight, man. I really do. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if he shows up. But if not, it's just gonna be me talking to the couple of people that's in here. You know what? That's cool, man. You know what? If there's one person in here and that's who I'm talking to, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do this because, like I said, I really enjoy interacting with y'all. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things tonight, and then anything that y'all put in the comment section, like I'll go ahead and I'll feed off that as well. But I got a couple of canned topics that we're gonna talk about, a couple of things that I've kind of seen and heard. So we're gonna talk about that stuff. Hit my vape a little something while we wait. Just give it a couple more minutes. We've been live for about 5 or 6 minutes now. So, random question: who's the best Batman? Oh man, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's the best Batman. That's what I'm gonna go with. Michael Keaton. He's the best Batman. Hey, we got a couple of random questions before the show starts. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Michael Keaton. He's the original movie Batman, and then you got Bigger Mike and his average girl, and then you got to give Adam West, man, the original TV Batman. Those are the top two, man. TV, Adam West. Movies, it's got to be Michael Keaton. All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and hey, Andy Garcia, what's going on with you, brother? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. First things first, man. I'm gonna see if anybody is talking about this on the YouTubes, because I'm really curious if I'm the only one or if I'm going to be the first one in our giant circle to even talk about this. It looks like I might be. It looks like I might be. All right, cool. So first thing I want to talk about. Hey, what's going on, Sports and Fluor? Appreciate you coming in, man. Thanks for being here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. This is the first thing I want to talk about. I saw a tweet from Adam Schefter, and he said that as it stands right now, it's looking like the NFL is going to kind of have a start day to training camps. It looks like the report day is going to be July 28th. Now, that's real interesting because that's about a month away. We're gonna have to see how the rest of the world, or specifically the rest of the country, is gonna handle this COVID thing. It looks like most of the states is kind of opening up now, letting people out. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a second round of this COVID thing. But man, that's good news. That's good news for football fans. That's good news for the content creators. That's good news for the players. That hey, the training camp's gonna open up. They're talking about doing all these different measures to try to keep the virus from spreading. So that's really good. I'm really interested in seeing how they're doing that. Talking about having all kinds of different tests. Everybody gotta get tested every day, and then I guess they do the test through the nose. They do that like every 3 days. That test through the nose, man. I don't know if any of y'all ever had to get that test, or if any of y'all have gotten COVID tested. That test through the nose sucks, It sucks. I saw that, which is ideal, but NBA just called their league back, and now players getting corona left and right. Yeah, man. See, like that's the problem, Is that like the NBA is trying to do this thing, and then all of a sudden all these players are getting COVID. You're seeing that like some of these college campuses, they're still dealing with the COVID thing, man. And so it's like, it's good news. It's good news for football fans, right? But it's not something that we need to be jumping out the window about, because, man, who knows? A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, they may be like, you know what, can't that, we ain't doing it. But I mean, like, look, they're talking about taking all these precautions, cleaning the equipment constantly, cleaning the footballs constantly. Everybody's got to get tested. I was actually just talking about the test that you got to do through the nose. I actually had to do that, right? Because I was in Korea, and it was probably the sickest I've ever been in my life, man. It's probably the sickest I've ever been in my life. And I think at the time, the big scare was bird flu. And so, man, I had gotten like real sick, and I honestly was a little concerned that maybe I had gotten bird flu, because there had been a couple of cases, a couple of positive cases of bird flu in the area that I was in. So I was like, oh man, I hope I don't got bird flu, man. That would really suck. So I went to the doctor, and they were like, yeah, so we're gonna test you. And they pulled out this long ass cotton swab, man, and they jammed that thing into my nose, and it was terrible. Like, it didn't hurt, but you feel it going into your sinuses, and like in your, how your nose and your throat, that's all connected. So you kind of feel it going up into your nose and like almost coming out your throat. It's terrible, man. And I distinctly remember, man, that I was like so damn sick, man. It was the weekend, and I had like literally sat in my little room, where I lived at. I literally sat there the entire weekend in a stand up, Chris the Entertainer, talking sports. I'm still your gimmick. So I had sat in the in a chair in my spot the entire weekend chugging vitamin water, man, and I legitimately thought I was gonna die, man. I was sick as hell. But yeah, man, those tests really suck. Anyway, had a mate that had to, yeah, man. It just don't feel good. It don't feel good, Harrison. Like it's a terrible feeling, man. And like I said, it doesn't hurt, but it's just uncomfortable. It's terrible. But they talk about having to do that every 3 days. They're talking about doing like I don't remember what it's a saliva test. They're gonna do a saliva test every day, and they got to do the nostril thing every 3 days. I feel sorry for the football players. They got to do that nostril thing every 3 days. But I mean, hey, listen, if it means that they can come back to training camp and they can practice and prepare and get ready for the upcoming season, and everybody's safe and healthy, then cool. You know what I'm saying? We'll get with it. Hope you were okay. I'm still here, man. I'm still living. That was a long time ago. I'm still here. It's the best you stole my. That's it, Pest. You stole my gimmick. We're done. Oh man, I just borrowed it, Chris. I just borrowed it. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I also saw something where they're talking about like the first like couple of rows in the stadium. They're not going to have people in those rows. They're going to like, I guess, sell it for advertising purposes, which I mean could be a good idea, right? Because especially with like the Giants, because they came out and they said that if you have a season ticket this year, you can opt out of all your tickets this year, and you can use the credit for your season tickets next year. You won't lose your PSLs. You won't lose any of that. So we're talking about a lot of teams potentially not having full stadiums because people may not be willing to go out there. So they got to make that revenue up somehow. So if they go, all right, cool, what we're going to do, we're going to take the first 5 rows and we're going to allow that to be bought by companies for advertisement. Hey, I mean, it's a way for them to make revenue. So that'll be cool. Let's see. Afghanistan. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you. So yeah, this COVID thing, man, it's still causing a little heartache, with the sports world. But I mean, we got some news, right? That kind of makes you feel hopeful, makes you feel good, makes you feel like, hey, maybe some sports will happen. We still got a few more months until football even kicks off, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But like I said, I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that they're talking about. I think it's interesting that they're talking about, letting players come to training camp. I think it's interesting that there's a set date right now. That date could change. We're gonna have to wait and see. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. So hey, hopefully we get to see some film from these practices. Typically a lot of these teams will let the fans get tickets to come to a few practices. Like I was at training camp last season, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this a couple of different times, but so they let you get tickets. But if they're not gonna let you get tickets, man, hopefully they do like a live stream or something like that where you can sit there and watch the practices. That'd be cool. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. One way that they could do it is there's a couple of comics that I follow, and one of them actually started like a online comedy club, right? And basically, what you do is you buy tickets, and you get like a Zoom password, and you can go into Zoom, and you can watch a comedy show. And because, Zoom is one of those kind of video teleconference type deals, when you laugh, the comic can hear you laugh. So you can actually interact and whatnot. So maybe some of these teams can do something like that. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's take a look. Oh, look who it is. Bigger Mike, if that's your real name. Question. If you could have lunch with 3 Giants players, who would they be? Oh, that's a good question. Man, so it would have to be, one would have to be LT. Okay, no, I got my answers. It would be LT, it would be Michael Strahan, and it would be Eli Manning. That's who I would. That's what who I would sit down and have lunch with. Those three. LT is a god to me. All right. LT is just straight up a god. So it would have to be LT. Michael Strahan is a dude that I really looked up to as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really looked up to Michael Strahan. And then Eli, man. Like, why wouldn't I want to sit down and have a conversation with Eli Manning? Like, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT for the Giants. He's the GOAT for the Giants before everybody starts talking crazy or whatever. Yo, he's the GOAT. He's the Giants' GOAT. So it'd have to be Eli. Eli would be number 3. So yeah, that's who I would I'd have lunch with. Bigger Mike is up in here. Irish, what's up, Irish? How you doing? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming here. Sounds like a good time, bro. LT Strahan and Eli. Yeah, I mean, like, it's 3 legends, yo. It's 3, New York Giants legends, okay? All 3 players are Hall of Famers. I don't care what you try to say about Eli Manning and whether or not he should be a Hall of Famer or not. I know everybody had this big, long, stupid-ass debate about, Eli being a Hall of Famer. Eli's a Hall of Famer, straight up and down. I don't care what you say. Okay, when you're top 10 in a bunch of passing stats, when you've beaten arguably the greatest quarterback, I don't want to say he's the greatest quarterback to ever play, but the greatest athlete to ever be successful, the most successful dude. When you beat him twice, okay, you beat him twice, and then you list all of the bodies on the way to getting to Tom Brady. The dude's a Hall of Famer. So I would get to have lunch with 3 Hall of Fame football players. How awesome would that be? Just Eli alone would be dope as hell. Yeah, it would. It would. Damn, why you hate Mike? Okay, you know what? I don't hate Bigger Mike. I don't hate Bigger Mike at all. In fact, Bigger Mike is my homie. Hey, Bigger Mike, I don't remember where you stay, man. I don't know where you stay. But if Bigger Mike is close to Virginia, to where I can make a stop if I'm making my way up to Jersey or something like that, then we would have some drinks. I'd still talk smack to him about his bum ass Eagles. I'd still say that he likes average women. Okay, I'd still say that Jenna is built like a brick. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Eli is a Hall of Famer, but you can argue him out. No, you can't argue him out. You can't argue him out, okay? Because if you can argue Eli Manning out, then you can argue a bunch of people out of the Hall of Fame. And I ain't doing that. Because everybody that's in the Hall of Fame deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Period, point blank. So, that's one of the exact arguments I use on people think he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. I mean, like, listen. Yo, this dude's body count, 2 hours away from Virginia, cool, Bigger Mike. We gonna have I don't even know if you're old enough to have a beer. But if you are old enough to have a beer, then we'll have a beer. If you're not old enough to have a beer, then I'm gonna have the beer, and you can have some soda or something. Jenna is average. Jenna is super average. She built like a brick, and her chin looks like she stab you in the jugular when you try to kiss her, because her chin is huge. Jenna's an easy 9. A 9 minus 8. Okay. Oh, man. I don't even remember what I was saying, man. I done lost track. I mean, like, we was kind of talking about Eli being a Hall of Famer, and I think we kind of passed that because, like, listen, there's no debate, all right? The man's a Hall of Famer. Okay. Oh, I was talking about his body count. Yo, look at his body count. All right. Now, granted, okay, he didn't have a bunch of bomb-ass seasons, right? Right? But the man beat a who's who of teams en route to both of his Super Bowl wins. Okay. You beat a Cowboys team that Cowboys team, on their way to the 2007 Super Bowl, right? That Cowboys team was really damn good. Like, I don't care what you say, that Cowboys team was good as hell, okay? Then you go to Green Bay, right? And you beat Brett Favre in Green Bay, okay? And let's not pretend that Green Bay defense wasn't some monsters, okay? So you beat Green Bay to go to the Super Bowl, and then you beat the undefeated Patriots, all right? And then 2011, right? 2011 was nuts, man. It was nuts. You beat Aaron Rodgers, okay? You beat Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and then you beat a beastly ass San Francisco 49ers team, okay? Listen, that 49ers defense was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. That was my favorite Eli Manning game ever, because Eli Manning got the shit kicked out of him and he was like, I'm not losing this damn game, okay? You had Colin Kaepernick, who at the time was just ungodly. He was playing lights out. Okay, it's the same Colin Kaepernick that took that 49ers team to a Super Bowl. I thought that 49ers team was going to win that Super Bowl. I thought they was going to beat the shit out of the Ravens, but I didn't necessarily account for how nasty that Ravens D was at the time. But the fact of the matter is that he beat a San Francisco 49ers team with a godlike defense and Colin Kaepernick balling out. And then he went on to beat Tom Brady again. All right, that the body count is ridiculous. All right, there's not a whole lot of quarterbacks that got that kind of a body count, that kind of pedigree in the people that he beat on the way to getting the Super Bowl. Like, it's just, yo, come on, man. I'm not even gonna do it anymore. I'm not even gonna do that. I wonder if Eli said "screw you, management" in the last 3 years and just didn't play well. You know what? I don't think that was the case, man. I think Eli was still trying to ball out, but when you don't got nothing around you, like, what can you do? I don't think anybody could win on those Giants team the last 3 years. Like, you could have put Patrick Mahomes there and they wouldn't have won. All right, you could have put Tom Brady on those teams. He was not going to win. Those teams were not good. They were terrible. What? The quarterback was Alex Smith? No, I'm pretty sure the quarterback was Cap. I'm pretty sure it was Cap. I got to go back and look. I'm pretty sure the quarterback was Cap. Anyway. Regardless of whether it was Cap or Alex Smith, I'm pretty sure it was Cap. I got to go back and look. But here's the deal. Man, I want to talk a little bit about our upcoming schedule, okay? I'm not necessarily going to go game by game here, right? Because I'm only going to be here till probably about 10:15, maybe 10:30. Depending upon how things is going. But I wanna kind of take a look at our schedule, right? Because I don't like this schedule. I'm gonna be completely honest, man. I don't like this schedule. And to be completely honest, man, like I feel like for some strange ass reason, right? The New York Giants seem to get the short end of the stick when it comes to these schedules, man. Like, I don't get it. I just don't quite get it when it comes to these schedules. It always seems like we got to run a gauntlet at some point in the year. Like, every year. Like, it's never like, hey, we got a easy game. We got a hard game. We got a couple of easy games. We got a couple of hard games. Easy game, hard game, easy game, hard. It's like it's always like, yo, 6 games, strap up your damn chin strap, cause it's about to go down. Like, it always seems like the NFL hates us. We gonna give these mofos the worst schedule we possibly can. It's just, I don't like it. Now, when I'm looking at this, right? Steelers week 1. First and foremost, I'm glad that the NFL didn't give us the Cowboys week 1. Although the NFL could potentially give us the Cowboys week 1 if we don't play the first 4 games. Like, that could easily happen. But as it stands right now, we don't play the Cowboys week 1. Thank God. I'm so sick of this team playing the damn Cowboys the first week every single season. And it always seems like we got to go to Dallas first more than they come to us. Like, I don't know, man. It just seems suspect to me. Like, yo, let's send him to Dallas so that, Dallas can kick the shit out of him. Because that's what always happens, man. We had to go to Dallas and they beat us. It sucks. But Steelers week 1. Listen, I don't necessarily think this is a difficult game, right? I don't think it's a difficult game. I think that this is a game that we could play this team close, man. But I still don't feel like super warm and fuzzy. I'm concerned about our offense. I'm concerned about the ability to put points on the board. Week 2 against the Bears, yeah, whatever. Week 3 against the 49ers. Oh, my God. We got to go against the 49ers week 3? Yo, that's... I hate it. This team with a softer giant schedule, and I can think of offhand when it comes to reschedule. I don't like week 3, man. I think week 3 is a week that we probably get our asses kicked, man, unless something drastic happens between, now and week 3, man. But to give us the 49ers, to give us the NFC champs, at least it's at home. At least we don't got to fly to San Francisco. So I think that's. Hey, Bigger Mike, I'm gonna get to that. That's a good question. I'm gonna get to that as soon as I'm done talking about the schedule. He's asking about how can Jones benefit from Garrett's offense. That's a good question, man. We'll talk about that. Yeah, at least we don't got to go to San Francisco, right? But then the next week we got to fly to LA anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like week 3 and week 4, man. I don't like the fact that we got to go against the NFC champs. I don't like the fact that we got to fly across the country to LA right after that and play the Rams. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm scared of the Rams. I just don't like these fly to the other coast games, man. I think they suck. I think that, like, I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. Then we go play the bum-ass Cowboys. We got to go to Dallas. Of course we got to go to Dallas first. That's always a given, is that we got to go there first and play there. It's almost like they want to give Cowboys momentum. So, hey, you go to Dallas and go play them. I don't like it. And then I understand why I kind of understand why they did it this way, unless they got to get rid of, week 1, 2, 3, and 4. But then we got to play. We play back-to-back division games, and that sucks too. Like, I don't like that at all. I'm really not a fan of us playing back-to-back division games. Like, back-to-back, sure, but 3 in a row. Like, what are you doing, NFL? Like, why would you put us in that position? Yo, that sucks, man. I don't like it at all. I'm not concerned about the Redskins, man. Y'all already know how I feel about the Redskins. Noah know how I feel about the Redskins. If we manage to beat Dallas at home, I feel confident about us turning around next week and beating Washington. I don't know if we beat the Cowboys at home, man. That's the problem. Like, I don't know if we beat the Cowboys at home. I'm not concerned with the Redskins, man. The Redskins are whatever. Like, y'all know, like I said, I've already expressed the way I feel about the Redskins. Like, y'all don't scare me. You got Chase Young? Cool. Have a cookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, Andrew Thomas and Chase Young, they can battle it out. We'll see who's better. Cool. Whatever. And then we gotta go to Philadelphia. So it's like, yo, why y'all give us the game that I personally think is probably the easiest game for us in the division at home, but the first time we play the other two, we gotta go to them. Like, yo, that sucks, man. So I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that little gauntlet right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand something, man. You gotta absolutely understand something. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a 5-game gauntlet, okay? We have a 5-game gauntlet between week 3 and week 7, okay? And the only reason why I would even, like, classify the Redskins game as a part of the gauntlet is because it's a division game. But we got a 5-game gauntlet. Yo, why we always got these crazy-ass gauntlets that we got to run every single year? It don't make no sense to me, man. It just don't. Eagles on the head, it won't be so easy, which sucks because I want to beat them. Yo, we all want to beat the Eagles. Like, we all want to beat the Eagles. We want to beat the Eagles because the Eagles are our true rivals, okay? Like, we hate Dallas, yeah. Most people don't give a shit about the Redskins, whatever. But, like, we hate Philadelphia. We want to beat the Eagles. I personally am indifferent about the Eagles from a standpoint of the team. I don't hate the Eagles, but I hate their fans. I hate their fans. What's up, Bigger Mike? Anyway, so after we have to deal with the Eagles, right? Then we gotta go. Then we gotta play Tom Brady and the damn Buccaneers. Thankfully, that game is at home, right? So at least we'll have, I guess, some home field advantage, which I don't even really know if the Giants even have a such thing as home field advantage in MetLife. I mean, like, yes, the stadium is normally packed. Yes, the fans are normally loud, but we don't win there all the time. Like, it's not like playing at Foxborough or something. It's not like playing at New Orleans. You know, we don't necessarily have that home field advantage anyway. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then we play the Redskins again, and then we play the Eagles again. So scratch that. We gotta add some more teams to the gauntlet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got a 9-game gauntlet before the bye. That is a 9-game gauntlet. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That's a 9-game gauntlet. It's crazy. Because like I said, week 1 is whatever. Week 2 is whatever. I'm not so concerned about the Bears. Their defense is, I don't know if their defense is going to be any good. Their offense seems to suck. So like week 1 and week 2, coin flip. Maybe you can win. But yo, week 3 to week 10, oh my God, yo. It's so bad. It's so bad, and I am not a fan of it. It's just a nasty ass gauntlet. Then we go ahead and we play the Bengals. That's whatever, Joe Burrow. We'll see what he can do or whatever. I don't know. Then we gotta go to Seattle. So it's another coast to coast trip to go play Russell Wilson and them damn Seahawks, man. Play Kyler Murray again. All right, week 15. Hey yo, let me let y'all know something about week 15. I'm going to be talking cash money shit week 15. I'm going to be talking cash money shit week 15. I'm just giving you a spoiler, all right? I'm giving you a precursor, all right, to the weekend review that's going to happen on week 15. Cash money shit, okay? Straight up. And I really, really hope we beat the Browns because, yo, double F the Browns right now. Double F them. I hope we smash the hell out of the Browns. We'll save that for later. Seattle is always tough. That's why I'm not feeling flying all the way to Seattle to go play that team, Afghanistan. Like, I'm not feeling it at all. Then we got to go play the Ravens in Baltimore. Ugh. Yo. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's gonna be a rough one. Because that Ravens team is nasty, yo. That Ravens team is nasty. And then we end our season at MetLife against the Cowboys. Here's the deal. Yo, there's a part of me that really, really hopes I can get tickets to that Giants game. Like if this team is ass juice, man, those tickets be cheap. Those tickets be cheap if this team is ass juice. And I'm gonna try and get tickets to that damn game, yo. Yo, I'm gonna probably drop like $600, $700 so that the wife and I can drive up to Jersey and go peep that Giants Cowboys game, yo. I'm willing to spend a stack. All right, I'm actually willing to spend more because be honest with you, it would be the first time that my wife would get to see her bum ass Cowboys play live. And I would just love to be at MetLife for the Giants-Cowboys game. So, like, I'm kind of willing to spend whatever to get them tickets, just to be completely honest. Now, my wife would be like, hell no, we're not getting ready to spend $2,000 on tickets. But, yo, I'd spend $2,000 on those tickets because I'm a dumbass and I love my Giants. So, I mean, I'm not going to make no predictions on this schedule. I don't do that. All right? Hold on a second. Let me sip on my beer. I ain't going to make no predictions on our schedule. You're not going to see a predictions video about our schedule. I'm not going to predict our record. That's just not who I am, all right? Don't ask. Don't even ask what I think what do I think, all right? I will tell you this. I think this team could maybe win 5 games. Maybe. I think this team could win 5 games. I think that maybe this team could win 6 games. If we win 6, I'd be happy. I mean, like, based off of the schedule, though, and you can't even really base anything off of the schedule right now because everything is on paper, okay? The league changes week to week. Someone gets hurt. Someone plays like crap. Someone gets benched. Someone gets suspended. We don't even really know. So that's the biggest reason why I'm not even going to give these predictions right now because, like, anything can change, man, any given Sunday. I think this team could probably pull out like 5 wins, maybe 6 wins, maybe. And you know what? Real talk. If we pull out 6 wins, I'll be okay. I'll be happy. If we lose the games that I would say, we're gonna lose these games, but we win the games that I say, this is a winnable game right here, then I'll be okay. Cause I don't necessarily think that the Giants are where they need to be. We had this conversation. I told y'all that on Chris the Entertainer's live stream. I don't think this team is where it needs to be yet, right? We still building. We still trying to make this happen. I want at least 6 wins, man. Just give me that's what I'm saying, Give me the progression, I want to see improvement. So I'll be cool with 6 wins. I'll be 100% cool with 6 wins. I don't necessarily see us getting any more than that based off this schedule. We gotta run a damn 9-game gauntlet. I don't know what the hell that's about. I don't know why the league wants to do that to us. And I know I'm kind of being a homer right now. I'm being a conspiracy theorist. I'm pulling a little Philly 500, talking about how they're screwing over the Giants. I don't necessarily know if they're screwing over the Giants, but like, something don't smell right about these schedules that they put out for us, man. We always got to go through these crazy ass gauntlet of hard ass games for no damn reason. Like, I thought when you have a losing season, you get a losing season schedule the next year. Why it look like we just won a Super Bowl based off this schedule? Why it look like we just won a Super Bowl based off this schedule? Why every year it look like we just, we was in the playoffs? Because every year the schedule gets harder and harder. It don't make no sense. I mean, it's a byproduct of us sucking. It's a byproduct of us not getting better. It's a byproduct of us, not making the moves that we need to make until Dave Gettleman showed up. And yes, I'm a Gettleman guy. All right, I'm a Gettleman guy. I like Dave Gettleman. I said that in the Pest perspective. All right, but like, our schedule was tough AF as fuck. Like, we won 4 games last year. That's what I'm saying. Like, the schedule looked like we just won the Super Bowl. We playing a who's who of teams right now. Like, for real? I'm surprised they didn't throw the Chiefs on there for some damn reason. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no damn sense how hard these schedules are. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Maybe they just hard because our team sucks. Like I said, man, maybe it's a byproduct. Maybe it's a byproduct of us sucking and us just not being good for so damn long that it makes our schedule look harder. Maybe if it was a better team, we'd be like, oh, all right, this ain't no big deal. We can handle this. Like, I don't know. It is what it is, man. But yeah, I like Gettleman. I like the moves he made. I already spoke on that. Some of y'all mad at Gettleman for no reason. I don't understand why. But hey, that's your burden to bear. It ain't mine. I like Dave Gettleman. Okay, Bigger Mike asked, how do I think Jones is going to benefit from Garrett's offense? Yeah, as I said, that's a really good question, man. Here's the thing. I think first and foremost, I think that Garrett is going to help Daniel Jones with some of his mechanics. I think that Garrett is going to absolutely help Daniel Jones with some of his mechanics, because we forget First of all, Garrett was an NFL caliber quarterback, all right? Was he a starter? No, but he was an NFL caliber quarterback, which is better than what we can say for ourselves, because ain't none of us NFL caliber nothing. You know, maybe some of my young viewers, yeah, maybe you're potentially NFL caliber, but ain't none of us NFL caliber nothing. Jason Garrett was an NFL caliber quarterback, which means he knows how to be an NFL caliber quarterback. So I think he's going to help Daniel Jones with his mechanics. In fact, I think he may have already begun helping Daniel Jones with his mechanics. It ain't like these dudes don't talk. It ain't like these dudes ain't having conversations. All right. So like the fact of the matter is that like, yo, I think he's going to help with his mechanics. I'm brain farting the name of the quarterback coach, man. I know that he was with the Patriots, and I'm brain farting his name, even though I really like the guy. I really like what he brings to the table. But I think between him and Garrett, they're gonna help Daniel Jones with his mechanics. I think we could potentially see less fumbles from Daniel Jones, which will be cool. Thank the Lord that Daniel Jones ain't fumbling every time someone breathes on him. Yo, Daniel Jones looks like he's in Madden. He looks like he's in Madden, man. I don't know how many Madden heads are in here, yo, but in Madden, yo, if you breathe on the quarterback, he fumbles. Like the game's broken. The game's broken. You breathe on the quarterback, he fumbles. Yo, that's what Daniel Jones looks like. But I think we'll probably see some, less fumbles. I do know. Thank you, Jerry Lipinski. Thank you. I knew it was something. It was some kind of something. Lipinski, Jerry Lipinski. Thank you very much, Afghanistan. I like him. I think he's gonna. I think he's already been helping Daniel Jones as well. The fact of the matter is when we're talking about like on the field, in game, in terms of don't know how to spell his name. I don't know how to say his name. When we're talking about him on the field, though, right? I mean, we're talking about the Air Coryell offense. We're talking about like a variation of the Air Coryell offense. Okay, so the Air Coryell offense utilizes medium, intermediate routes, some vertical routes. It's heavily involved with the tight end. It's heavily involved with it's almost West Coasty, and they use the pass to open the pass. They use the pass to open the run. And so like I think that's good for Daniel Jones because I think Daniel Jones is one of those guys that's not afraid to take shots down the field. He's not afraid to kind of stand brave in the pocket. To try to get that long dot, and so I think that this is a good offense for him. I think it fits him. Now, the question is going to be, is how well is his offensive line going to hold up? Because if his offensive line holds up, right, he got 3-4 seconds in the pocket. I think we'll see some big plays, man. I really do. I'm really excited about the possibility of Saquon coming out the backfield as a receiver. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about, better designed screens to get Saquon in open space. I'm really excited about, seeing what Slayton can do. I'm really excited to see how we utilize Evan Ingram if he doesn't get hurt because he's Mr. Glass. Like, I think that this is going to be real beneficial for Daniel Jones. I think he's going to get good numbers in this offense. I really do. We can talk all the smack we want about Jason Garrett. He's the clapper and he's this and he's that. But it doesn't matter if he's clapping on the sideline. He ain't the head coach, man. His only job is to come up with offensive game plans and call plays. Like, hey, what we running? Don't worry about coaching nobody up per se. What we running? So I'm good with that. If this O-line is where it's built to be, we'll be in good shape offensively. I wholeheartedly believe that. See, here's the thing, Afghanistan. I do believe in this offensive line. I do. I really do believe in this offensive line. It's going to depend, though. Nate Solder is the wild card, man. Solder is the wild card because I don't know where he's going to be lined up. And I don't want him lined up on the left. I want him lined up on the right or not lined up at all. And yes, we're paying him a lot of money, and it would be a waste of money for him to be on the bench. But, it is what it is, man. Like, if he ain't playing well enough, then he don't need to be on the field. Well, I think our offensive line could really be good. I know for a fact that our offensive line is going to be good 2, maybe 3 years down the road. I know that for a fact. This offensive line is going to be a monster squad. All right. So like, if the offensive line holds up, then yeah, he'll be fine. We got some real good route runners. I saw a report that the Giants got the fastest skill position in the entire NFL. That's cool. Hopefully they running Chris routes and they can get open so Dave Jones ain't got to stand in the pocket for 5-6 seconds while they're hauling ass down the field. We're gonna see. So that's kind of the way I feel about like Jason Garrett and what he's gonna do with his offense. I've been wanting to watch some more film, some old film though. I want to watch some old film on the Cowboys to see like some of the stuff Jason Garrett used to call. Because y'all gotta understand, Jason Garrett ain't been calling offense for the Cowboys or he wasn't calling offense for the Cowboys for quite a while, few years. So I really want to go and look at some old film, Tony Romo days, and see like some of the concepts that they ran. I'm gonna take some time to go and look just for my general knowledge. Not necessarily for like research for some future concert, nothing like that. I just want to see from my general knowledge. I want him on the right ASAP. The sooner we get Thomas on the left side, the better. I think Thomas should be on the left side right now. He should be penciled in as the blind side blocker today. All right. But we're gonna see, right? Because his coaching staff believes in everybody earning their spot. So, all right, cool, man. Cheers to that. Let me drink some of this beer. Cool, man. Like if that's what it's gonna be, and they everybody's going to be in every position throughout training camp. We're gonna figure out who's the best at where. I'm about it. But I personally think Thomas should start on the left side today, and we can move Soder to the right, see if he can do it. If he can't do it, well then, Soder, you're gonna be the assistant offensive line coach. Like that's what we're gonna be paying you to be the assistant offensive line coach. You're gonna be underneath Colombo. That's what you're gonna be doing. I don't know. All right. Couple more things that I wanted to talk about, relatively briefly. I know Tanner did a video on this. I just want to kind of give my thoughts on it. DeAndre Baker. So we saw that there was some more news about DeAndre Baker that just recently came out. A couple of witnesses said that he wasn't holding no gun. He wasn't holding no gun. He wasn't demanding anything from anybody. He was not in the vicinity. He was somewhere else. All right, cool. I'm still not going to talk on this man's innocent or guilt, because that's not my position. That's not my place. And I personally don't think anybody should be talking about his innocent or guilt except for the jury that's in the courtroom. If this goes into litigation, if it goes to a trial, which it still could. All right, just because this new information's popped up, don't mean that they're gonna be like, all right, case dismissed. Have a good life, DeAndre. None of us should be talking about his guilt or his innocence, man. We ain't one of those 12 people sitting in the jury box. But here's what I'm gonna say. I find it very interesting that a bunch of people recanted their story, and now you got other people who are coming forward and saying, "Hey, listen, this is what we saw. We were there." Blah blah blah. I really think that that stuff is interesting, man. And the reason why I bring this up, right, is because I know I got some young viewers in here, right, and I know that there may be some people who watch the playback on this that are some of the younger viewers, and so I hope that you're able to hear what I'm getting ready to say to you. Be careful with the company you keep, yo. Straight up. Be careful with the company you keep. Be careful with the moves that you make. If you are blessed enough to be in a position to have financial stability of any sort, right? Don't matter if it's playing football. Don't matter if you do like I did and join the military and utilize that to forward your career when you're done. It doesn't matter if you play some other sport, a musician, an actor, a singer, a doctor, a lawyer, a police officer. It does not matter what it is that you're doing. But if you are in a position to be financially stable and to be successful in a career, you have to be mindful of the company that you keep, yo. All right? Because a lot of times, the things that I've seen in the years of me traveling around this planet is that it's always someone else that gets you in a situation that you don't need to be in. Now, I don't know the details of why DeAndre Baker was at this event, this party, whatever it was. I don't know if it was his idea to go or if it was somebody else's idea to go. I don't know, okay? But what I do know, what I do know is that if he had better people around him, right? If he had some level-headed individuals around him, they would have probably said, hey, bro, this ain't where we need to be. You know where we need to be right now? We need to be studying up. We need to be working out. We need to be getting ready for this upcoming season. We need to be training. We need to be studying. We need to be talking to we need to be talking to our teammates. We need to be talking to our new coaches since we got an entirely new coaching staff. If he had better company around him, then he may not even be in this position to begin with. And that's a life lesson for a lot of the young heads, man. Yo, you got to be careful with the company you keep because a lot of times the company you keep don't got your best interest in mind. I've lived a relatively boring life in terms of socializing. I really have. All right? Like, throughout my years, man, I lived a relatively boring life. I used to hit the clubs every now and then. I go to the bar with my friends, go to the sports bar, go try to holler at some shorties when I was single. I used to do all that, right? But I was real smart about who I moved with. I was real smart about the company that I kept. Because I knew that I needed to be around people who were like-minded, and I needed to be around people who I knew had my best interest in at heart. So my circle was real small. Like, legitimately, I can count on one hand how many close-ass friends I have around me right now in my area where I live. I can count on one hand. I don't go to the clubs now. I mean, I'm an older dude, so I'm an old married dude. I'm chilling at the crib. But even if I wasn't, even if I was a single dude right now, being able to go and do whatever I want with no responsibility, man, I'm not going to move like that, yo, because I got a career. I got a career that I got to be mindful of because I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to get this money legal. So, like, to all the young cats that's listening to this or all the young cats that are going to hear this, yo, be careful of the company you keep, man, because not everybody got your best interest in mind. And a lot of these people, right, especially if you're somebody with some notoriety, or especially if you're somebody that's got some absolute financial stability, especially if you're somebody that's getting this paper the right way, they ain't really thinking about you and what's going to happen with you. They thinking about what you can do for them. So be careful of the company you keep, man. And hopefully DeAndre Baker learned a valuable lesson in this. And I hope, man, not because I'm a Giants fan, right? Not because I'm a Giants fan, I hope this. I hope this because this is a young brother who's got his whole life ahead of him, man. I hope to God that he gets found innocent. I hope to God that the case gets dismissed. Not because of a Giants fan, but just because this is a young brother that's got his whole life ahead of him. And I hope that if that's the case, he wakes up and realizes that, like, yo, you know what? I need to make my circle small. I always tell people, like, I always tell a lot of the young cats that I've come up with, you know what I'm saying? And when I was serving or whatever, the people that was underneath me, I always said to them like, yo, man, you can always tell who are the people that are a problem. You can always tell who are the people that are going to make bad decisions. You can always tell the people who ain't about getting this paper. And those are the people that you need to stay away from. You need to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who are going to facilitate success around you. So, yo, be careful of the company that you keep, man. And you know what else? I'm going to sip a little beer on this before I continue. You know what else? Don't sit in a hyper chamber. What do you mean by a hyper chamber, Pest? Don't surround yourself with people who got the same views as you. Don't do it, okay? Because when you surround yourself with people that got the same views with you, all you hear is your views and you don't hear any other views. Now, that's an important life lesson. And you know what? I don't know if DeAndre Baker is surrounded by people that got different views as him. And I'm not like getting like political or nothing like that, right? That's not necessarily what I'm talking about, even though that is kind of part of what I'm talking about. But like, you need to surround yourself with people who have different views than you so that you can see all angles of everything. When you sit in the hyperbolic chamber and all you hear is your views, you start to think that your views is facts and reality, and it's not. Straight up. So like this is a life lesson that hopefully some of the young cats that's hearing my voice right now can marinate on, yo. Because if you surround yourself with people who potentially have your best interest in mind because they about getting their paper legally and clean too, and you surround yourself with people with different views so you can get a outside perspective of what life is, you can't help but be successful. Straight up. So I wanted to use this DeAndre Baker situation to drop a couple of gems, man, from an old dude who's been around the world multiple times. When I say around the world, I have literally traveled around this world several times. Multiple countries, almost every state in the country, all right, almost every continent. I'm just trying to drop some knowledge on y'all, man, because I really care about y'all, man. I want us to be better as a society. I want us to be better as people. But in order for us to be better as people, we need to realize what we're doing. We need to realize what we're doing that's not benefiting the advancement of our society. So there you go. I'm gonna get off my soapbox on that. Let me go look at the comments here. I haven't been paying attention for a minute. Still a little concerned about our center position. Yo, you and me too, Afghanistan. Super concerned about center position. We gonna see. Whole thing is sounding a bit weird. I'm just crossing my fingers, hoping he's innocent. You and me both. We really can't afford to lose him. He's a 30 overall pick. I mean, yeah, man. Too many times, Madden and Dice. I mean, I'm cool with the Madden part, and I'm cool with the Dice part, right? But if you're going to see me playing Dice anywhere, I'm at the casino, pimping. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm at the casino, playing Dice at the casino. I ain't playing Dice at nobody's house, all right? Because I don't get to control the outcome of that situation. If I'm at the casino and I take everybody's money, ain't nobody gonna be ready to fight me over it. And if they are ready to fight me, security. But if I'm at somebody's crib shooting dice up against the wall, money's on the floor, and I'm like, yo, I won. They're like, no, you didn't. And next thing you know, gats is coming, fists is flying, cops is called. I don't need that in my life. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel about it, man. I'm about getting this money. I'm about doing it legal. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to keep my record clean. Just saying. Absolutely be mindful who you associate with because the company has bad habits and traits. Yep. Well said. Appreciate you, Afghanistan. I can count on one finger how many friends I have. Matter of fact, I don't know if I could trust. I'm older, bro. I'm 35. Yo, that's what I'm saying, yo. Like, listen, I don't have a lot of close friends, man. And it's not like I'm unpopular. I'm not gonna sit here, and try to make myself sound bigger or better than what I am. I mean, in theory, I'm a popular guy. In theory, I got a lot of friends. All right, like I know I come off as a bit of an asshole, right? Because I am kind of an asshole. I enjoy being an asshole, but I try to genuinely be a good dude to everybody. Like I genuinely try to be a good dude to everybody. Was having that conversation. In a location that some of the people that are on here may know about or whatever. Like I've been a shitty person, man, and I know that I've been a shitty person. So I try to like improve my life, and I try to be a good dude to everybody, no matter what you think, no matter what you feel. All right, and it's because It's because I've surrounded myself with like-minded people. I've surrounded myself with like-minded people in terms of getting this money and doing it legal. But I've also not been in a hyperbolic chamber where I'm only hearing my opinions. So I'm able to see different views of things and understand that, you know what, I don't align with your views, but that don't make you a shit person. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to be a good dude. And so, like, I got a fair amount of people who I would consider like these are my friends. I know tons of people. All right. A quick story, man. My birthday was May 28th. My wife did this crazy ass surprise where she reached out to a bunch of people that I've met in my travels. And because we couldn't have like a party, everybody did a happy birthday video for me. The video was like an hour long, or it was like 45 minutes long or something crazy like that with a bunch of people. Some people I haven't seen in 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a fair amount of really good friends, right? But I only got a couple of friends that are like, that's my dude. That's like my close friend. I only got a couple of them. I move in silence when it comes to that stuff. We're Cookie Monster. First of all, Cookie Monster, man, thanks for coming to check me out. What video? What video are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What video? I hope he's in this for his own sake. Apple champ. Yo, hey, listen, that's honestly, that was something that was taught to me by that was something that was taught to me by somebody who had like 100% opposite views from a political standpoint, from a social standpoint, from an economical standpoint. Like, we had absolute different views, right? But we were good friends, man. We were good friends. We were in the shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're both, military. So we serving together, which means that we talk a lot. And he was a good friend of mine, but our views didn't align. But I learned, like, you know what? I don't gotta agree with him on all this stuff to recognize that he's a good person. He don't gotta agree with all my stuff to recognize that I'm a good person. Like, we don't have to have the same school of thought all the time, yo. So, don't be in an echo chamber. Don't put yourself in a hyperbolic chamber, man. Talk to everybody, and you don't have to agree with everybody's opinion on everything. All right. Again, this is not like a political thing. We're just talking about life in general. We're talking about how you raise your children, how you make your money, where you should go eat at, where you should worship at. Like, it's everything. It's this entire social standpoint, man. I got tons of people that I talk to on a daily basis who don't align with my views, and I'm cool with that. And you should be cool with that, because otherwise you hear nothing but your views, and then your views become facts. But your facts ain't really facts. They're your opinions. All right. I hope Cookie Monster asked what video we're talking about. I have many people I associate with, but very few true friends like in that way. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's exactly what I'm saying, yo. And to kind of pull it back, because I'm on my soapbox and I don't really mean to be, but to pull it back, I hope that's what DeAndre Baker does. I hope that he is able to recognize what happened. I hope he is able to continue his career. I hope his career continues with the Giants, okay? Because I think he's a very talented football player, all right? He didn't quite show it in his rookie season, but I still think he's a very talented football player. And I hope that he is able to go back to doing what he was doing, all right? Continue his career and get a better circle of people around him. Period, point blank. Okay. Let's see. At this point, we're at an hour and 6 minutes. This beer's real good. So this is what I want to do. I got a few people left. It looks like some people hopped out. I've been seeing my counts going up and down. Again, I appreciate everybody who popped in. For those who are not here but who are watching this, on replay, I appreciate you checking this out. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to just kind of open it up to these comments, these couple of comments that I've gotten. Afghanistan. First and foremost, y'all. Afghanistan, you're the man, bro. You're a great subscriber. I noticed you were a great subscriber on an entertainer's channel. I'm glad that you're here with me, brother. Because you're a great subscriber, man. And I appreciate you bringing me dialogue today, because if you look through the live chat, right? Which for some reason didn't quite save last time, and I don't know if it's gonna save this time. I'm gonna have to figure out maybe how to do that, or I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with the way I set this live stream up, so it's probably not gonna save. But if you're looking at the live chat, there's a whole lot of Afghanistan, baby. Oh yeah, going on up in here, man, and I appreciate you, brother. Kid has loads of potential. He does, man. DeAndre Baker has so much potential, man. When we picked him up, man, I was excited. I was excited about the prospect of him coming and being part of our cornerback core. And I was having this conversation with I was having this conversation with Kenny over on the Discord about how if DeAndre Baker comes back and he plays well, then we're gonna have a really good safety. We're gonna have a really good secondary. All right. But if he comes and he plays like the shutdown corner that he was in high school, then we could have one of the best secondaries in the entire league. Okay, because like Bradbury's used to facing monsters. He's a monster. He's a monster slayer, yo. He goes out there and he's been fighting monsters his entire career in the NFL. All right, so you have him on one side, you have Baker on the other side, right? You have you got the possibility of having Julian Love in the slot. You got the possibility of maybe having Sam Bill. I don't know, Ballantyne. You know what I'm saying? Grant Haley possibly, right? And then you've got Peppers on one side, you got McKinney on the other side. I mean, like, yo, we potentially could have one of the top secondaries in the league. I'm not saying that that's going to happen this upcoming season, because I don't think that's going to be this upcoming season. But if we progress the way I think we could progress, we could be looking at having at least a top 5 secondary in the league, straight up. At least a top 5 secondary in the league. I'm excited, yo. I'm excited about our defense overall. I'm going to be touting this defense this entire offseason. And then if they suck, I'm just going to be like, yo, you broke my heart, man. You broke my heart. So, I'm excited about that. I really, really am. We're going to see what happens with that. Okay. So at this point, y'all, I think we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this bad boy up. I'm going for about an hour. I said it was going to be somewhere between an hour to an hour and a half, depending upon what's going on up in here. I think we might be at the pinnacle, man. I think my little soliloquy about surrounding yourself with people is probably the best place to walk away from here. Hold on a second. After Baker develops into a lockdown corner that will single-handedly make our secondary beastly with Bradbury. Yo, that's exactly what I'm saying, Afghanistan. It's exactly what I'm saying. So listen, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this bad boy up. I appreciate everybody that came in here, and had some dialogue with me. I hope that my little soliloquy hits home with some people. If it doesn't, cool. I don't know everything, man. I don't know everything. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know everything or I got all the answers, because I don't. But if it hit home for you, man, great, man. If it hit home for one person, then it was worth me talking about it for 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to get another video, another Pest Perspective video out this week. I can't specifically say what day it is. It's a homeboy's birthday tomorrow, so I gotta go and drop some stuff off to him. But that's gotta happen tomorrow evening, because I've got to go into my office and work. I don't get telework tomorrow, but I've been teleworking all week, so I ain't complaining. So I ain't gonna be able to knock that out tomorrow. I may be able to knock it out Friday. If I can't knock it out on Friday, then I'm gonna have to knock it out on Sunday, because I got some stuff going on Saturday. But y'all gonna get at least one more video from me this week. I got a pretty good idea for what the next video is gonna be. So I just gotta work on it. But with all that said, man, I appreciate all y'all coming here and listening to me talk. Afghanistan, I appreciate you, brother, man. Like real talk, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the PTA Sports family, man. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody else, man. I'm blessed to have gotten some carryover from the Entertainment Talking Sports. My sub count has risen. My viewer counts have risen. I'm getting comments that are helping me, come up with ideas. I appreciate all y'all, man. I really do. You guys have no idea. You know what? If my viewer count didn't change and my live stream count was low, I'd still be doing this because, man, I appreciate every single one of y'all. So listen, y'all be safe, man. Y'all wash your hands. Throw your mask on. I know it's uncomfortable. I hate wearing a mask too, but throw your mask on. All right. Keep your distance from people and love each other, man. Take care of each other. Be great to each other, man, because we all we got. We all we got. It don't matter who you are, where you're from, what you believe in. Yo, we all we got in this world, man, and we need to take good care of each other. So with that being said, I'm gonna get up with y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Appreciate you, Afghanistan, for throwing it out there, because I ain't said that once this entire stream. Like all my videos. Comment on all my videos. Tell your friends to subscribe to my stuff. And I'll get up with you guys later. Deuces.